sure all of you guys will enjoy that as well. So number one, you want to make sure that you're establishing your credibility. If you are not doing the little things every single day to make your business stand out from other people, to show people that you are leading this healthy lifestyle, you're not going to go anywhere with this business because people don't know. They're not just going to assume that because you're a Beachbody coach that you're doing all of these things that you say that that Beachbody coaches do. They have to be seeing that you're practicing what you preach. And you don't have to stick solely to Beachbody programs. You can be doing CrossFit. You can be training for a marathon. You can be doing something else. Just as long as people see that you are leading that healthy lifestyle, you are being the product of the product. The first step is to be inspiring people. As a brand new coach, people are not going to know that you're doing this stuff, so share it with them. As a coach that's been for a while, you still need to be doing that on a daily basis, sharing with people what your fitness goals are, sharing with people what you're struggling with, sharing with people your triumphs. People want to see that stuff. They want to see what programs you're doing. You don't have to be in the best shape of your life to be a successful coach. And that's something that held me back at the beginning. I signed up at the same time as Mindy Wender. Man, I could be 15-star diamond and a millionaire right now, right? But, I kick myself in the butt all the time for it because I was 30 pounds overweight at that time. And I was just, you've all heard my story. I was just like, I wasn't who I am now. I was very down on myself and very self-conscious and all that stuff. And, I never thought that I would be able to inspire people. And then I started doing those little things every single day that coaches do. And I started changing my mindset. I started doing personal development and seeing what I had to offer with other people. So don't let that hold you back from helping people, okay? As long as people see that you're moving, that you are progressing through things. Maybe you can't do a push-up. Right now, I cannot do a push-up on my toes with my broken wrist. And that is something that I've been working on since I broke it in August. And people, they want to see that I'm progressing, that I'm doing the stuff that it's hard for me. So they see that we're real. And, people will not believe in you or want to be helped by you unless they see that you're doing it. You've got to be showing them their actions, doing your workouts, your Shakeology, all that stuff. And when you're doing the Shakeology stuff, you're posting about Shakeology or whatever workout you did, do something creative. Please do something creative that stands out, that's unique, that inspires people. Don't just, this is my speaking Italy thing, but don't just put a DVD and smile or, put the Shakeology cup and smile. Don't do that. Don't do that because, that's awesome that you did, Speed 2.0 today. Great. I love that one. I know exactly what that DVD looks like. But when your friends see that, they need to see something different. If you're only doing that every single day, like I completed Speed 2.0, I completed P90X3 yoga and just the DVD, it's going to get monotonous. It's going to be turning into white noise. You don't want that. Do something creative. Maybe do a plank with your Shakeology cup on your back or something like that. Or when the new strawberry came out, Lindsay put up a picture, Lindsay Manway put up a picture of like her reactions. It was like 3 different pictures and it was so cute. It totally caught my eye. I was like, that is like such a cute idea. David Ingram put together a video of him and his wife the first time they tried it and what their first, natural reaction to it was and everything. Great idea. You've got to be doing different stuff. And when you're talking about the programs and products, you have got to be sharing true stories. Don't be trying to explain all the ins and outs of it. Like with Shakeology, there's a ton of information we could share with someone, total word vomit. All that stuff is on the website, on your My Shakeology website that is so awesome right now. They redid it. It's such a cool website. But share with them personal stories. For instance, my mom, she is actually the person that I got the workout gene from, but she apparently doesn't have any time to work out right now, and which I have to get on her about that more often. But she drinks Shakeology every single day, and she went to the doctor, and she was so scared that she had gained weight because she hadn't been working out, and she drinks Shakeology, and she's like, Meg, I lost a pound. She's like, and we know doctor scales aren't always accurate, but I don't tell her that. And she's like, I lost a pound. It's because of the Shakeology. So, that's awesome. Then you have my dad who is, such a healthy guy, but his genetics suck. He has everything from his parents, and he has the high cholesterol, the high blood pressure, the pre-diabetes, all that stuff. And we got him, he was on so many medications, we put him on Shakeology, and his cholesterol numbers dropped. He has balanced out his blood sugar, so he's not pre-diabetic anymore. His blood pressure has gone down. And to me, that's what makes me happy. Just see my family and my friends benefiting from it in their health. And that's how you should be as well. So make sure that you share those stories. Key things to remember. You have to remember the number one priority is to build a relationship with this person. It's like dating. I remember one of my coaches shared that with me, and it's so true because you have something so special. Okay, whether it be in your challenge groups, or in just getting advice from you or your team, you have something so very special. And you have spots for people who would benefit from it. Okay, so try it out. Use the form technique. I know the R in that is not right, but family, occupation, you're talking to them about their hobbies, and then I don't know why I'm blanking out on the R, and your message. So as you're going through those messages, you're asking them about themselves. This is your time to be interested in that person. Your pages, your like page, your Instagram, all that stuff, that's where you get to be interesting. That's where you're attracting people to you. But once you get them behind the scenes and you're talking to them, you are solely focusing on them. If they ask you about how you got into fitness and everything, keep it short and sweet. Don't send them a huge, 5-paragraph message, because it's not that they don't care, but that's not what the topic of the conversation is. It's for you to get to know that person. Look for clues in the conversation so that you can see what area of life you can help that person with, whether it be weight loss help, financial help. You want to fill a void in their life. Okay, so as a new coach, focus on, using the circle of friends you currently have. When I signed up as a coach and, my business didn't grow because I didn't really focus on it, I also did not create that list of 100 people that Janelle told me is non-negotiable. And I didn't do it. Sorry, Janelle, but I didn't do it. And I didn't see anything grow with my business. I randomly messaged people, but I didn't know who I had messaged. I could go back and look, but, you've got to make sure that you have that list and you know who you're talking to, when you're talking to them, who's talked to you about coaching or a challenge group or whatever, losing weight. When you're making that list, 7 degrees of separation. You can see who are your friends of your friends of your friends of your friends. As you're making that list, you're using the memory jogger or just looking through your Facebook friends. You might say, oh my gosh, my sister's friend who just lost a baby, that's terrible, just had a baby and wanted to lose weight. She had just talked to me about that at the baby shower that we were at. I should message her. Or my cousin's friend is running a marathon. She would probably really benefit from having Shakeology while she's training, or having some kind of cross-training program, or something like that. Write all those people's names down. Don't try to sell these people on anything. This is also, you are just building that initial relationship, just sending out messages saying, hey, how are things going? I haven't talked to you in a while. I was thinking about you. If you've been a coach for a while, this still applies to you. You still have to connect with people from your past. I run into people from my past randomly all the time. At Super Saturday, I ran into a girl I was good friends with in high school. I haven't talked to her since high school, but she was at the place where we were doing our Super Saturday event, and she was looking at it for her wedding. And she said, I've been watching you on Facebook, and, you look so great. I need to lose this little pooch before I get into my wedding dress in April, is there something that we can do? And I was like, yeah, I'll message you. I'll totally message you. And that was a rare occasion, okay? I usually have to look through my newsfeed and see my friends' posts. And if they have something about wanting to lose weight or, something like that, then I message them, okay? So it's for you to go out and find those people. So don't try to sell people on things. Do start rekindling that friendship. So someone from your past, use the form technique. someone you talk to on a regular basis, you can be a little more open. And once you ask them about how things are going on in their life, you can say, you know, if you're a new coach, you know, I'm really excited. I just became a coach. Have you ever heard of Beachbody? I just started one of the programs. If you've been a coach for a while, you can say, you know, I've been a coach for a while, and this is something that I'm really taking on. And, you know, I know we had talked to each other about wanting to lose weight before bikini season hit, and I would love for you to be in one of my groups. Okay? Just real simple. Alrighty. If you've been a coach for a while, what do you do when you go through that whole list of friends? Well, you know, on the other slide I said you need to continue to add to it. So that's one of the things. You also need to focus on different avenues, okay? There are so many different social media avenues out there right now, and you've got to pick 2 of them. I would recommend mastering 2 of them. Don't try to be on Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff and try to keep track of all of it. You will go crazy. You will go crazy. You will not get anything done. You need to focus on 2 of them and master them and do the research on how you can become like a huge pro on whatever that avenue is. I hear Kaylee moving. You got to push yourself out of your comfort zone and start connecting with these people. And this is like the meat and potatoes of this whole webinar that you guys want to hear about, right? Okay, so I just want to give you a little bit of background first. I'm going to go through a couple of the top social media avenues and how I would suggest connecting to people from them. Okay, and after this webinar, I want you to look over your notes. I want you to star 2 of them and start doing your research, start focusing on them solely, and watch your business take off. Okay, so Facebook, you know, on Facebook right now, like pages are getting a slam. I'm sure if you have a like page, you all know that. This is not new news. Your profile page is where it's at because Facebook cannot touch that. And, you know, on our like page, they're trying to get us to pay more money. I know a lot of people are getting sucked into promoting each post and that kind of stuff. I would not suggest doing that. I would suggest running an ad to your like page, posting, you know, 2 or 3 times still on your like page about fitness topics or nutrition. You can't be as broad as we used to be, but you know, really focus on fitness and nutrition and giving value to people on your like page. Don't get upset if not very many people like it. They're still seeing it, and it's going to build up that network on there. But your main posts that you're doing, like challenge group posts or internship posts or something like that, you're going to want to be focusing on your profile page. And you know, with running ads, I focus on that just to get my contacts for the day. So I run an ad and then I can go on there. The first thing I do when I work is I focus on getting my contacts from that. And I send them a quick message like, hey, I saw you liked my like page. I usually put my name in there, you know, Meg Wiczynski Fit Addicted. So I thought I'd message you and say thank you. Are you into nutrition and fitness as well? And people are so surprised that you would like thank them to do that. So most people respond back, yes, I pay the $1 to get it into their folder, not the other folder, because people never check their other folder. I rarely check my other folder. So make sure that you are paying that $1. It's a tax write-off. Keep track of it however you keep track of that stuff, and it will pay off, I promise you. I shoot for like 8 to 10 people every single day on Facebook. Okay, and this is a group where we're really focusing on growing quickly. So if you want to up it and do 20, then man, you're a rock star. But if you want to just keep it at 10, that's fine. And some other ways without paying is going on to other like pages and sending them messages, and that's kind of an old technique, but you would also want to use the $1 to get it into their folder, and it's off of seeing, say that Bob Harper put something up about Biggest Loser and someone comments about something that you agree with, and then you message them. Okay. Oh, and you want to make sure that you're asking referrals. I want to make sure I mention this. You want to make sure that you ask people who have either committed to your challenge or maybe it's just not the right time for them at that time. You want to make sure that you ask them for referrals. Say it's someone who's committed. You can say, I'm so excited to work with you. It's really fun to do a group with someone that you personally know. Do you know any friends who would want to be a part of this? And just ask them, okay? Instagram, this is my other focus right now. So I do Facebook and Instagram. Sit down for 30 minutes per day and search certain hashtags that are popular. The best way to get people to follow you back is to click on like 6 of their pictures and have them, comment on one of them. Make sure that they, don't say anything in their profile about being a Beachbody coach or part of another fitness business or something like that. And then comment on one of their pictures and follow them. And usually that gets someone's attention. And that's what Shalene Johnson suggests in her Impact Training Academy. It has helped me so much. I've grown, over 1,000 followers in just a couple weeks, just using that technique. Continue to do it for 8 to 10 people every single day. So just like Facebook is 10 people, you want to do another 10 people on Instagram. We're kicking butt, remember? Don't say, oh my gosh, she's hardcore. I am hardcore because I want you guys to see results. 8 to 10 people, and this does not take any talent. If you feel like this is going to take a lot of time out of your day, hire it out. I hired it out. I get too sucked into helping people and looking at their pictures of their puppies and their fitness pictures or whatever. So I hired it out, and I had someone who goes on and she does 30 minutes for this and 30 minutes for another app that I'm going to share for you guys at the end. And, I pay her $75 for an hour a day or an hour per day, 6 days a week. And she goes on and does all of this for me. Okay, Pinterest. Pinterest is huge. I think it's a huge network that has been untapped by the Beachbody community. I see a couple people post pictures and stuff, but you could have so much fun on Pinterest. And if things start getting real crazy with Facebook, I know I'm going to focus on Pinterest because there are great webinars for free out there that share with you how to make Pinterest work for your business and how to market it and how to get sales from there and everything like that. So, when you're posting pictures, everyone's making those cool fitness pictures and food pictures and all that stuff. And, just put your link on it. Then when you pin it, you can click edit after you upload it and pin it. And you can edit it and have it attached to your like page or your website or whatever you want it to connect to. So when people click on it, it's going to take them straight to wherever you want them to go. So that's a great idea. Highly recommend looking into Pinterest. Twitter. Okay, Twitter, that's also a very untapped market, Pinterest and Twitter. And Twitter, you would want to follow, 8 to 10 people just searching hashtags, kind of like Instagram. And the cool thing about Twitter is if you use TweetDeck, just TweetDeck. Well, that was hard. TweetDeck. It can have everything organized on there. I remember Mindy Wender and Janelle Summers met on Twitter, and Janelle at that time was using TweetDeck. And it just keeps everything very organized for you. You can, tag people when you're talking to them. You can direct message them. A lot of people are using Twitter because it's on your phone. Anything that's very easy and accessible on your phone, people are using. Facebook's app is kind of hard on your phone. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but for me, it's kind of annoying on my phone. I have an iPhone. And so I think a lot of people focus mainly on things that are quick and easy, like Twitter, or the news feed of Facebook, I guess, is pretty easy. And once you have people on Twitter, you can only do a certain amount of words when you're talking to them in a direct message. Connect them to your Facebook. And same with Instagram. You want to connect them into your Facebook. I'll explain why later. Okay, this is the app that I'm really excited about that, my team knows about, and I probably learned about it about a month ago, so I'm glad that I'm able to share it with you guys. It's Cody. C-O-D-Y. Right now it's only for iPhones. I don't think that Droids get them, Androids, but it's just like Instagram. It's focused solely on fitness community. They're very welcoming. They use the same techniques as Instagram to connect with people. You could sit down for 30 minutes and do the same exact thing. So split it up, maybe 30 minutes of Instagram in the morning and 30 minutes of Cody at the end of the day. And I want to make sure I mention this. Cody is a very new app. I think it's probably only been around for a year or so. Everyone on there is solely on there for fitness, motivation, inspiration. I don't want that to be ruined. So if you're going to be on there, and I know you guys won't do this, but just be genuine and real and want to connect with these people for the right reasons. Don't just try to get them into challenge groups and sell them on coaching right away, because these people, they might know about Beachbody programs and stuff, but they just want friendships. Okay, so once you start building that relationship, just like everything else, then you can pull them onto Facebook and behind the scenes talk to them about, becoming a coach or whatever. So make sure that you're remembering that. And that kind of goes across for all forums, all social media forums. And you guys know that, right? Okay, on Cody, you're going to get on and you're going to be like, what the heck is she talking about? Because when you go on, there's different ways that you can upload your workout. That's what people do. They upload whatever workout they did that day, and you can put a little post about whatever you did. You'll see other and gym and CrossFit and yoga and running and all that stuff. Well, most of us do Beachbody programs, and there's no little thing to put Beachbody programs. I would suggest putting them in different categories, because these people on Cody, they're on there just to get fitness, motivation, and inspiration. So they're going to be clicking on the running. Maybe they want to start running and they want to see how other people are doing it, or they're wanting to do yoga, whatever it is. So even if you're doing like Speed 2.0, put it under gym so people see that. Get what I'm saying? And this is also something that does not take it takes time. I don't know why I said it doesn't take time, but it takes time, but it doesn't take talent. And that's something that I have this girl do for me every single day. She spends 30 minutes on Instagram, 30 minutes on Cody. I pay her $75 to go on and do this, and she is saving me so much time. Like I said, my followers have gone up by like 1,000 since I've been working with her. Okay, your focus with this whole thing is to find out how you can help that individual. Take the words from Scotty Hobbs. I'm sorry, Scotty, I keep screwing up your name, but take the words from Scotty on the webinar on Monday and how he says, start your day off with personal development so you have the right mindset to go out and help that person. That's how it should be. Don't get so caught up, because I know we talk about Success Club a lot. Don't get so caught up in getting 10 Success Club points or 5 Success Club points that you forget the reason that we're doing this. Because what I always tell my coaches to do with Success Club is that if you give yourself the goal of hitting Success Club 5 or hitting Success Club 10, you know that you are helping at least 3 to 5 people every single month start on a healthier journey, and that you can be helping them on that journey. Okay, if you're getting caught up on hitting these numbers and you're forgetting that, people are not going to want to be a part of your groups. They're not going to want to be a part of your team, because it can take over your mind, it can take over your actions. It's through your words that people can see it. So stay genuine to your heart. Start that day with personal development, and really show people that you're out there to build that relationship first. And then if they become someone who you think would be a great coach, or someone who needs you as a accountability partner in a challenge group, then create them into a prospect. And see if the people, whoever you're talking to, fits into one of the inviting categories, which is inviting them to a challenge group, inviting them to a specific program and product, inviting them to become a coach. And something I want to make sure that I mention to you guys before I end this webinar is that, there's things that are always going to be changing in this business. Facebook, when I 3 years ago, it was a lot easier than to get yourself out and to get more followers. And we didn't have ads, but it was easier to have your friends go on there because they would see your stuff in their newsfeed. Things changed. Okay, they changed. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit down and pout like I did at the beginning of December and say, woe is me, like what's going on? What am I going to do? Or are you going to take action and come up with some other ways that you can make your business really take off? There is nothing written that says because you're a Beachbody coach, you have to run your business on Facebook. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There are a ton of successful coaches that do not use Facebook. They use the other avenues. They use face-to-face. They do different things. Find what works for you and stick to it. Master it. Share it with your team and just do it. Like the Cody app. That's going to be huge. Pinterest is becoming huge. Instagram is becoming huge. Facebook is sucking it up. It is. So don't just pout. Do something about it. The same thing with your posts for your challenge groups and your coaching internships and everything. Change the wording up. 2 years ago we could put, I'm running a challenge group, blah, 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 and you would have so many people respond. Then people started seeing that as white noise. Now people are, and then people were changing it to support group after Amber Scott did her national coach call and said that she uses hers as a support group. I did it, and it worked well for a long time. Now that's becoming white noise. Now I'm starting to call mine a test group. And if you want to start calling yours a test group, go for it. I got a lot of people to respond, and people feel like they are getting into something that is like top secret, and that's great. All I did was change the wording. It's still a challenge group. It's still the same thing that we were doing 2 years ago. It's just changing the words. Same with your posts and everything. Make them unique. Make them you. Don't take other coaches' posts and just copy it word for word, because that's not you. And your followers can tell if you're taking someone else's post, a different coach every single day, because it doesn't sound the same. I have a very unique way of putting my posts. Mindy Wender has a very unique way. Brandy Botts has a very unique way. Lindsay Matway does. Scotty Hobbs. So people, know that that's a Scotty post or a Mindy post. So make it your own. If you see someone has a great idea, okay, it's an idea. Take the idea and do something different with it. Make it yours. Get what I'm saying? You'll get a lot more out of it from doing that. Okay. So my advice is to take 2 platforms that I went over, or maybe there's another one. I know some people use MyFitnessPal. I've had people commenting on some status that was on MyFitnessPal that I didn't even put up. I think it just put up that I lost 2 pounds, which is, whoop, I lost 2 pounds. But, people see that. So MyFitnessPal could be another one. Now I'm off topic. But focus on 2 social media avenues and master them. Invest in it. Take the time to really learn about them. And don't be like a perfectionist that's like, I have to learn all the details about Instagram before I start posting on there. No! Fail forward, okay? You can't wait, because by the time that you have everything, all of your ducks in a row, someone's already hopped above you and doing something else. So right now, just dive in 2 feet forward. That's what this group is about, right? And learn as you go. Trial and error stuff. Invest in a webinar. Invest in a training that can help you master it more. Like I said, there's some great Pinterest ones that I found that are free. Just Google it. The Instagram Impact Academy by Shalene Johnson. Amazing. Amazing. I love that I'm part of that. The Smart Success Academy. Amazing. Mari Smith for Facebook. She's always up to date on whatever's going on with Facebook, and I've learned so much from her. So, and I'm sure there's some for Twitter. As you can tell, I'm not good at Twitter, so I don't even put my time into it. But you might be. Okay, so figure out what works for you and go with it, because there is nothing written down that says that you have to stick solely to the ones that I focus on, or that Mindy focuses on, or Scotty does, or Brandy. You can do what works for you, and that's how you're going to get the most success. So that is everything for today. Have a wonderful Wednesday night. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you all in the group. Okay, bye guys.